How's this to wake up to?
I can't see yet.
Ryan can't see yet.
Oh.
So that was a long night, but it's really beautiful this morning. Poor Ryan's tent was even less suited to this than mine, so he was absolutely freezing. I was warm enough, but the wind was just ravaging our tents. Like, it sounded like a train the way it was blowing through us. Getting warmed up here. Breakfast soon. It's probably 9:30. Got a bunch of good firewood for starting the fire this morning. Tons of birch bark since our site had none. I'm introducing Ryan to the pleasure of a hot donut. Mine is chocolate dip. He's just got old-fashioned glazed. It's either that or it's just horribly burnt, one or the other. Cheese and bacon croissants. We've been thinking about paranoia a little bit on this trip. This is right around the time when bears come out of their dens. We got some big tracks here, and didn't definitively look like bear, but it's definitely bear. Ryan spotted all these claw marks, serious claw marks on this tree. Cool. So we're heading to Scrabble Mountain, and there are all kinds of animal tracks, more bear tracks, canine tracks, and some massive fat towering pines. Really beautiful. We lost the trail a little bit, and now we're trying to detour our way back to it. Scrabble Mountain. Made it. Took all of our energy. There's not really a view. We're well up here. You can see through the trees little cracks of long views, but anyway, Ryan's suffering with a hip injury, and now we have to get back. Worth it. So we didn't want to come all the way back that we did, so we're trying to take a shortcut back to Sheldon Lake through some beaver ponds and a small lake. And usually that's a horrible idea. There'll be a little bushwhacking, and sometimes it makes it way longer, but we're risking it for the biscuit. So far so good. I put my boot through the ice at one point on a marsh we were walking over. But it's been beautiful. It's super wild here.
Get them on. Cool.
Hot chocolate. non-calzones. We earned this today. Snowing again. We are out for a little evening fish. No luck yet. No luck yesterday evening. Last spring was amazing here, but it was open water. And when I was here, there was a high of 20 degrees that day. So that really switched the fish on, but nothing yet.
I think yours is still boiling too over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Snow's coming down again. And we're just getting some water from our hole. Making some popcorn, some tea. Water access is pretty steep here. Fill her up. Well, we got another fresh coating of snow, and last night was really cold. Ryan was shivering all night. The wind last night was brutal. It was like Ryan described it as being next to an air conditioner, but the good thing about it, it was ventilating our tents. Last night there wasn't any wind, and condensation was forming and freezing. So we were damp and cold, so it was actually worse. Alright, all packed up. Gonna head out. Hard to leave. We're trying a little quick ice fish here before we head out. But today's gonna be exhausting, so we're not spending too much energy. Well, I just went through. Got soaked up to my knee. So this is gonna be a really long walk. Packed way too heavy, hauling these sleds uphill and downhill and uphill and down and up. It is exhausting. Well, this has ended up being a pretty difficult trip, but it was so nice to get out. Had awful sleeps, lots of snow, low temperatures, wet boots, and just lots of kilometers covered. But we've loved it. Done. We dug our own graves there in a lot of ways, and the next trip, I'm not going anywhere without the canoe. That's it for ice fishing in winter. Yeah.